So today let's see one of the statistical procedures called proc frequency. There are few statistical procedures like frequency, mean, summary, tabulate, like that. That means statistical procedure means here we can a single procedure can give you multiple statistics. No need to remember the syntax of each and every function. Like suppose now here if you want to calculate frequency, percentage, cumulative percent, all those. So if you write proc frequency, it will give you all those statistics. Proc frequency by defaultly, it gives you four statistics: frequency, cumulative frequency, percent, and then cumulative percent. These are the four default statistics that we'll get by using proc frequency. You may get this question in certifications. What are the statistics you may get? Okay. Now coming to the syntax, here just write proc frequency, data equals to a dataset name. It's like writing proc print. Instead of print, write freq and then run. Now let's see what it will give. See here, for all the variables, whatever the variables we had in SAS help.class, we had 5 variables, right? Name, sex, age, height, and weight. For all the 5 variables, it will give you, see, for name, frequency, percent, cumulative frequency, and cumulative percent, even for sex and age also. So, do you know what is meant by cumulators? Any idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, it will add up. Suppose here, see, with age 11, there are 2 people, right? And with age 12, 5. So, cumulative means it will add up. 2 plus 5, it's 7. Again, 7 plus 3, it's 10. 10 plus 4, 14. Like that, it will add up. Even percentage also, it will add. 10 plus 26, it is 36. Again, 36 plus 15, 52. Like that. For all the variables, it will give you statistics. Suppose I don't want for all the variables. I just want only for any particular variable. Then here write table. Use the table statement. Table age. Now it will give you only for age. See? Are you getting? And here if you observe, it is giving you one-way frequencies, right? That means here females, 9 females are there and their percentages, males, 10 males and their percentages. Even with age 11, there are 2 people. With age 12, there are 5 subjects. So, do you know in those 5 how many females and how many males are there?
No.
How many females are there with age 13? How many males are there? We don't know, right? If you want to do cross tabulation between sex and age, here write age star and then sex. This is called nesting operator. Now it will give you, see. So when you use this nesting operator here, that means cross tabulation when you do here, see it will give you a 4 statistics. Frequency, percent, row wise percentage and column wise also it will calculate percentages. Row wise and both column wise. See with age is having how many values? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So sex, female and male. So with age 11, one female and one male. With age 12, there are 2 females and 3 males. Like that. If you don't want any of these statistics, just simply here write slash. Suppose if you don't want column wise percentage, write no col. See, only 3 are there. Column percentage is not there. If you don't want row wise percentage, write no row. If you don't want frequency, write no freq. Or if you don't want percent, write no percent. Like that. At least one should be there. See, now here it is just keeping only percentage. Right, and this one is important when you go for certifications and also will use in real time, of course. They will give you the output in certifications like this. and they will ask you here which one will which syntax will give you that particular output. So here they will give you few options like table, 6 and then age slash no row. Here no call. They'll give you like this. So which one you will select for this output? So here check. First age is there and then sex is there. So here you have to check for this order. So first we are giving age variable and then the sex variable. So in these two option will be there. And again here frequency percent and row wise percent is there. Column is not there. So we have to check for no call.
Last one.
And what else?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, earlier I wasn't able to, when I talk, you didn't hear, so that's why I logged in again. So I just.
Okay. Now here if you observe, is it creating any data set here? Proc frequency? No. By default it will give you an output. But in case if you want to create a data set, then here we have to write slash out equals to your dataset name, suppose class 1. Now here run this. See, we are calculating for age, so it is giving you 4 default statistics. But when you look into the dataset, see here for these statistical procedures, dataset and output will not look similar. Don't compare dataset and an output. See now here what do you have? In the dataset, we'll just have only count and percentage. Cumulatives will not there. So in case if you want to get cumulatives also in the dataset, we have to request that by writing outcome. Then it will give you cumulatives. And I don't want to print every time. It is printing, right? I just want to open the dataset. So here we can write no print. So no print means it will not print. Directly we can open the dataset. See? Now it is giving you the cumulatives. And in an output dataset, if you don't want, in an output, if you don't want any of these cumulatives, then here write no cum. It will not give you cumulatives. See, if you don't want percent, write no percent or no for frequency. Are you guys are clear? Frequency is easy, but many options are there. So you should know which options we have to use to get a particular output. So till now what we have seen. So just proc frequency will give you these for default statistics, and it will give you all the statistics for all the variables. In case if you want to request only for a particular variable, then here we have to use a table statement and then the variable name. We can do cross tabulation also by using a star nesting operator with 2 or 3 variables we can use. And if you want to create a dataset, we have to write slash out equals to, and in an output dataset it will not give you cumulatives by default. So if you want cumulatives, we have to write outcome. If you don't want cumulatives in an output dataset, write no cum. And when you are doing cross tabulation, it will give you these statistics: frequency percent, row wise percentage, and column wise percentage. Again, if you don't want any of this, you can just simply write no, whatever you don't want, that one. Are these points are clear? Okay. And okay, and one more thing here, by defaultly it will not take the missing values. See here, when I run this code, age table age. So there are two missing values, right? Age, two missing values are there. So let's run this and see what happens. See, by defaultly it will not include the missing values. So here it is giving frequency equals to 2, but what is that percentage? We don't know. It is not giving, right? In case if you want to include calculate the statistics for the missings also, then here write slash missing. Now it will give you statistics for missings. See, there are two and their percentage. Is that clear?
Yeah.
And here if you want, we can use three or more variables also, like this. And one more variable. Let's take height. Now it will give you cross tabulation for all those. See here. Okay, first let's take sex variable, as it is having just only two values. It will be easy to understand. See now here it will give you it. See, two tables. One table is for females and one table is for male. So here table 1 of age, for controlling the values sex equals to f. We have given sex first, right? So it will take for sex first and then age and then height. See here sex equals to female, age and then height. So this table is for females and next table is for table 2 is for males. As height is having many values, it is giving you like this. Or else here you can do one more thing. We can sort the data set and we can use by variable. Any by variable, and here just you can simply write only, you can remove it here. Like this also you can write. But when you use by statement, we have to
Proc sort.
proc sort data equals to as help dot class out equals to class by sex variable. Okay, now run this. So in a proc step, what by will do? It will group,
Sort.
right? So it will group like this and it will give you values. In the sense here it will give you lines like this. Output will be same. So any questions in this proc frequency?
Priya, when you repeated the second time with the three variables, can you repeat that part again?
By using a by statement.
Mm-hmm.
Are you asking for this by?
Yeah.
Here directly if you want, you can write the three variables in the table statement, or one variable you can sort and you can write like this also. The only
What will I'm sorry. What will be the difference if we write it in the table statement or by using
the only difference between is by statement means it will group that. See, observe the previous report here. Is it giving you lines like this here and here?
no,
No,
no.
right? That means it is not grouping, just simply it is giving you. But here it will differentiate and it will give you a table like this. So this is first table, and
Basing on our requirement, we need to do it accordingly if we want to.
but output will be same.
Okay.
Okay, all these values and all will not change. Just simply there it will show you a lines. That's it.
Oh,
That means it will group the
okay.
values.
So we'll have one for male and one for female.
Yes. In case here if you use age, it will give you age is having six different values from 11 to 16. So it will give you 16 six tables.
6 tables. Okay. But when we do it, when we on the table statement, when we put three variables, we are not going to get them individually, right?
It will give you individually also.
Okay.
I think when I execute first. See here, it is
Yeah.
giving you 6, right? Because that time I have used age first. So for age equals to 11, for age equals to 12, like that it will give you.
Right.
See, this is for 12. Again, it will give you for 13. If you observe on the left hand side results window, here it is showing 6
Yeah.
tables, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is very important procedure which we'll use in real time. That's it about proc frequency. So in real time, if they in the report if it is showing you any of these statistics, then immediately it should come to your mind. Okay, we have to use proc frequency procedure. Is this clear? Do you guys understand this one? Just you will understand it will by practicing. Okay, no need to worry about
Yeah,
to remember all the syntaxes. Sorry, someone is speaking.
now we got it.
Okay. Hmm. Now next procedure is proc means. Again, proc means is also very important. We'll use this in real time also. Proc means or proc summary both are same. Okay. Now proc means or summary anything. These will give you counts. That means frequency, mean, minimum value, maximum value, and then standard deviation. These are the 5 statistics that you will get by using proc means or summary. Okay, now let's see. Proc means data equals to says user dot bled and then run. Now here proc means it will give you, as I told you, all these 5 statistics. For what variables it will give you? Defaultly it will give you for all the numeric variables. In the blood data set, let's open the blood data set. See here we had patient ID, gender, blood group, age group, RBC and cholesterol. Patient ID, RBC and cholesterol. These two are the numeric variables, right? These three. So here it is giving you for all these three. See how many patient IDs are there? 1,000. How many subjects are having values? 908 subjects is having counts. N means number of non-missing values. So rest of the values 92 subjects are having RBC missing values. Like suppose here if you see here there is a missing value. There is a missing value here. Cholesterol missing value here, right? So like that it is giving you statistics and their mean, standard deviation, minimum and maximum value. In case if you want to get only for a particular variable, here we can use two statements. One is a class statement, that means classifying variable will, right? And next one is an analysis, where statement. In the where statement, always we have to use only a numeric variable. This is a classification variable and here we have to use an analysis variable, always a numeric variable. Now let's run this and see. See here, now here it is giving you for RBCs, females, number of totally 440 females are there. In those 440 females, 403 subjects are having RBC values, rest of them subjects RBC value is missing. And their RBC is what is this? Mean, standard deviation, minimum and maximum. Previously also it has given you these statistics, right? But here in this 908, do you know how many females are there and how many males are there?
No.
No. It is giving you an overall for all the subjects. In case if you want to classify them separately for females and males, then we can use that classification variable. Do you understand now? Now, I don't want all these statistics. Then what to do? Then whatever you want, just simply write them. I want min, max, only these three. Then if you write only these three, it will give you these three. It's not like only it will give you these three. Suppose I want median also. Then here we can write median. The extra statistics also it will give you. And I want to calculate 25th percentile and 75th percentile, like 3/4 and 1/4. Sorry, yeah, like 1/4 and 3/4. Now here it will give you those values also. See, 25th percentile and 75th percentile. So defaultly it will give you these 5 statistics, and if you want any extra, we can request them. Okay. And here n means, I told you, it is number of non-missing values. But what about the missing values? How many missing values are there here? 440 minus 403, 40 minus 3, 37, right? So here if you want number of non-missing, here you can write n miss. Number of missing values. See? Do you understand?
Yes.
So by default, it will give us n means
N means
non-missing
non-missing values.
values.
Yes.
Missing values, we get n.
N miss. Yes. And when you calculate statistics here like this, RBC values, in those 440 subjects, do you know how many people are young and how many people are old?
No.
No. So here we can use multiple classification variables and multiple analysis variables also. So here we can write, we can use one more variable, gender, and also what is the variable name?
Age, I think.
Age group.
Age group.
So here write age group. Now it will give you for age group also. See, females, that 440 it is dividing like this. Old people these many and young people these many. And also for males, these many 340 old people and 220 young people. It will classify you in detail. And in this 258 subjects, in these old people, 258, do you know their blood group separately? Here see
No.
blood group A, B, A, O and B are there. So how many subjects are there with AB blood group? How many are there with O blood group? We don't know. So if you want, we can classify them further. So blood group. See, female, old with A. These are the statistics with AB like this. That 440 females, it is dividing like this, young and old, and again in between young and old with separate, with different blood groups. Not only a classification variable, but also if you want to calculate statistics, we can use multiple analysis variables also. Here it is giving you only for RBC, right? When you write RBC and cholesterol, it will give you for both. See here the, okay. Now you guys tell me, female, old, A, RBC and cholesterol. It is giving you maximum value. See, n minimum standard deviation, mean minimum, and then maximum it is not printing here. It is printing separately. Why?
Maybe
Because
the
of
page width is more.
Page?
Page, we learned right in the options, like the size of the page is more.
Not page, line size.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
nice.
Options.
Yeah, like,
Do you remember the global options? So
yes.
here
Yeah.
we have to increase the
Size.
Line.
Options, line size.
options. LS equals to some 150. Let's see whether it is sufficient or not. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
How to? Okay. If you observe again like frequency, is it creating the data set here?
No.
No, it will not. So in case if you want to create a data set, then here we have to write output
Hash.
out equals to bled1 like this. Now let's run this. So let's open this data set bled1. See here what it is giving you. Now here it will give you statistics in minimum, maximum, standard deviation, all this mean for all the 1000 variables and for females and then males separately. If you use one more classification variable, blood group. Now what will happen? I don't want to print this again and again, so I'll just write no. Now here what will happen? It will give you first for what happened? Oh, I didn't close this. See, for all the 1000 subjects and for A separately, B separately, AB like that, and females and males separately, and again cross tabulation. Okay, so we just required only this cross tabulation part. I don't want all these extra things. Then what to do? Then here we can use by statement. Instead of class, we can use by. When you use by, it will give you just whatever you want. It will give you those procs or data equals to as user dot bled out equals to bled. Just by this. Now run this. See, now here it is giving you only the required things, only the cross tabulation. That's the difference between using the class and by statement. And one more thing, here, when
Yeah, can
request,
you once again tell me the difference between class and by again?
now here, when you use class statement, it is giving you statistics for overall 1000 subjects separately, for A blood group separately, B separately, like this, right? Females and males separately. Again, now cross tabulation. Females
Yes.
A, females AB, like that. But when you use by, it will just give you only the cross tabulation part.
Okay.
Okay, this all those top ones it will not give you. Now, when I request only certain things like n, mean, and median, right? Now, what will happen in an output? It will give you only n, mean, and median, right? But check the data set. What is this data set? Blood 2. Is it giving you only n, mean, and median?
No, it's giving
It is
standard
giving you
data.
all the default statistics. Why?
Mhm.
Because if you write in this proc statement, it will just affect only this output. It will
Like the
not
prints.
make changes in the dataset.
Mm.
If you want to make changes in the dataset, here we have to write slash whatever you want we can mention here. Like n equals to count, mean equals to average, like this. Because when you write in an output statement, currently these are in the form of a values, right?
Mhm.
When you request separately like this in an output statement, they will become the variable names. What happened? Oh, I've written slash. See, in an output, it will give you n, mean, and median because here we have requested these, and in a data set that the blood to see count and average it is giving you.
Mm.
Okay. As they'll become the variable names, here we have to give some variables names. If you don't want to give the variable names here, just simply write slash auto name. Then SAS itself will take the default variables like this RBC underscore and RBC underscore mean.
Mm.
Okay. And okay, when you use multiple cholesterol also. Now here I want to request minimum also. For RBC I want N and mean. For cholesterol I want minimum and mean. Do you understand? Now when I run this code, what will happen? It will give you
Everything.
RBC 3 statistics and cholesterol 3 statistics. I don't want like that. For RBC and cholesterol, I want separate statistics. Then here in brackets, write N you want for what? I want for both RBC and cholesterol.
Mm.
Mean I want for only RBC. So here write RBC. And minimum I want only for cholesterol. So here write cholesterol. Like this. And if you don't want to print, we can write no print. See, RBC and cholesterol N. RBC mean cholesterol minimum. Do you understand? This proc frequency and proc means are very important procedures. Okay. Oh, what else remaining in this? Okay. Now coming to proc summary. Both are same. Even proc summary also will give you the same. All these options are same. There are two differences between means and summary. The first difference is here if you don't want to print an output, what we are writing? By default means it will print
No.
an output, right? Like this. But summary will not print. See, it will not print. So if you want to print, then here we have to write print.
Mm.
Then it will print. Whenever you are using proc means, if you don't want to print, we have to write no print. But for summary, no need to write anything because defaultly it will not print. So you can use anything. Either you can write means or summary. Both are same. Okay. Second difference is here. When you run this without any statement, what proc means will give you? It give you the statistics for all the numeric variables, right? But proc summary, it will just give you number of observations. That's it. See, there are 1,000 observations in that data set. So these two are the differences between means and summary. Rest everything is same. So everyone clear on this?
Yeah.
Okay, and one more thing I forgot. Here when you request some statistics like standard deviation also, it will give you in decimals, right? See, median, how many decimals are there? 1, 2, 3. Some many are there. After a decimal, many digits are there. So if you want to control the decimals, so here we can write max dec equals to how many decimals you want. I just want only 2.
Mm.
Now only 2 are there. So this is an EW question they may ask you. So how to control the decimals? Just by using max dec equals to whatever the number you want, we can control them. Let me see. These and all the statistics you can request. And max this done. And by using auto name also. That's it about this proc means in summary. So any questions here? These are very important and also at the same time very easy.